day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And I got an email from Edward, who sent me a link to an article which apparently reflects what happened to his friends on Friday night this weekend. And you know, when you look at the complete blanket covering that's been given by the media in South Africa on this ludicrous stuff about that Springbok rugby player and the allegations that have been made and kind of been put to bed, and he's already got to go to prison and all this sort of crap, even though there's absolutely nothing to substantiate what's been said. Well, I'm going to give you something that can be substantiated, which is a million times worse and which has been overlooked by most of the mainstream media. And this is happening around the country every night in South Africa. And yet, you got people like the South African Human Rights Commission who are causing shit, and they're causing racism, and they're causing division. They're going against their own charter. Now, let me tell you what it's about. A Friday night braai at a home in Fairland, Johannesburg turned into a nightmare when 3 armed robbers confronted the people and their guests at the outdoor braai at about 7:30 p.m. Annelies Marie, 43, a financial manager at a business in Bryanston, said, "We were sitting around the table just outside the sliding door. We heard the girls, who are playing in my daughter's room, walk into the living room. When I looked up, the kids are standing in the open sliding doors with 2 strange black men behind them and one in front of them. She and her husband, Stefan, 43, a project engineer, and their 2 children, 13 and 14, have been living in the home next to Fairland Primary School for 9 years. The property is fenced with a 10-wire electric fence, which was switched on Friday night as always, and connected to their alarm system, which is turned on, connected to the radio control room of Beagle Watch, a private security company. So how the heck did they get in? Inside jobs. That's what it's always about, inside jobs. Anyway, continue with the story. There were 10 adults, which included neighbors and their elderly parents, other friends of the couple, and Annelies's sister, Nicoline van Zyl, 50, and their elderly parents, Kobus, 78, and Phyllis van Zyl, 76, who lived in Johannesburg, who were visiting from the Witsrand. And the mayor's son was with a friend when the robbers struck. The robbers, armed with a firearm and a knife, first went round the table and demanded everyone's cell phones. Then they went around with everyone again and took their jewelry. Everyone was then tied up with shoelaces and cell phone cables and ordered to sit and lie on the ground. Money and firearms were then claimed, and Annelies was told to show them where the safe was. She said, "The safe is in the guest room where my blind mother was, on the bed at the time. She was having a rest before we would eat. She was listening to a book. I tried to explain to her as subtly as possible what was going on because she couldn't see the robbers who came into the room. I told the robbers to release her because she couldn't see and posed no threat to them. They didn't tie her up but took her cell phone. For the next hour, the robbers searched the house for computers and other valuables and fetched Annelies to show off. She said, they threatened to rape me and shoot the other people if I didn't cooperate. When the robbers were done, they put the people in different rooms in the house. The attackers loaded the stolen goods into a Toyota Hilux car from one of the women who visited and drove away. Annelies was told to open the gate. Before they left, they tied me up again and left me on the kitchen floor. When we heard the gate closing, I ran for the panic button. She said the security company was there with the police within minutes. 5 members of the Community Policing Forum's victim unit, which included counsellors and a doctor, spoke to them for a long time, especially with the children, who were 7 to 13 years old. She said Lieutenant Colonel Clive de Freitas, station commander at the Fairland police station, was also there. The police in Beagle Watch were fantastic with their response and assistance. It was the first time that Maoris had to deal with crime at their home, although they were also detained for hours by robbers in 2003 when they were visiting friends in a security complex in Midrand. She said, I told my sister Nicoline on Friday that she should come and braai with us because she was detained by 5 robbers in her home on a small holding in Carlswald, Midrand, last August. I still told her it was better for her to come to us because she would have been home alone on Friday night. Now she has to go through the same trauma with us here. Van Zyl, the marketing and communications group head of Smile Communications, whose home in Midrand was very well protected by electric fences, an alarm and circuit television cameras when she was attacked, said Saturday after the Fairlands robbery that the psychological impact was permanent. She said, after the robbery last year, I will never be the same or feel safe in my own home again. That's why they took from me. I'm grateful that no one was hurt, and I only realized again in such a situation you have no defense. It is sad that we, all South Africans, cannot just peacefully socialize with friends in your own home. Beagle Watch General Manager Andre Eton said inquiries that it is unfortunate that such robberies are very common in South Africa, especially at this time of the year. Now, just the other day I was talking about how as Christmas approaches, violence increases. This is a powder keg. It's just waiting to just explode. It's crazy. Anyway, Andre Eton said, the criminals are hardy, well-trained and very dangerous. They know exactly what they want, and it's usually jewelry, expensive electronic equipment, cash and firearms. We are grateful that no one was hurt because the robbers did not hesitate to kill people, even if they did not spoil anything. He said it was a blessing that an alarm was made only after the robbers left. It could have turned into a massacre if the robbers were confronted by our guards or the police. Police confirmed the incident in a statement saying the case of house robbery is being investigated. Welcome to the modern South Africa. While the South African Human Rights Commission and the fake mainstream media are making much ado about a Springbok lock, this is going on behind the scenes everywhere in South Africa. Now, if you got your bloody facts in order and if you got your priorities right, the Springbok fellow, whether he did it or not, would not even rate a mention. You know, it's called clickbait. And there are a couple of YouTubers who've accused me of clickbait recently, who've been clearly involved in clickbait over this issue with the Springbok rugby player. And I'm not going to make a big thing about it. I'm just going to just point it out. You know, it's very easy to point the bone at someone. The real issues in South Africa are not what is happening with the rugby player. It's what's happening to people at their homes. The fear they live in. You can no longer have a barbecue in your backyard in South Africa because this sort of crap happens. That's the real news. That's the real unreported news. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell to be kept informed. And please like this video, please share this video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.